Chapter 1. War, you see, is not just a battle of bodies and steel. It is a war on the mind. It grinds away at a person's sanity, bit by bit, until the world they once knew is fractured beyond recognition. This was the fate of General Hermann Hoth, a man who once commanded armies with cold, Teutonic precision, a respected architect of the Blitzkrieg. But on the blood-soaked fields of Kursk, something within him shattered. The Battle of Kursk was a meat grinder on an unimaginable scale. It was the death rattle of the German war machine on the Eastern Front, a symphony of destruction that consumed men and machines by the tens of thousands. In the final, desperate days of the offensive, as his divisions were being systematically annihilated, General Hoth's reality began to unravel. He retreated not from the Red Army, but into a world of his own making, a world where he was still in command, where victory was still possible. He would point with a trembling finger, ordering Phantom Panzer divisions, units that had been wiped out days earlier, to execute complex flanking maneuvers. He would call for artillery barrages to cover the retreat of infantry companies that existed only in his memory. His voice, once a thunderous command, became a desperate whisper in the cavernous command bunker, a ghost directing other ghosts. The men around him had a choice. Do they obey the ravings of a broken commander, sending their last remaining soldiers to their certain doom? Or do they commit an act of mutiny, ignoring the orders of a man they once revered? They chose a third path, a path of quiet deception. They would acknowledge his orders, mark the phantom movements on their own maps, and send back falsified reports of success, all while trying to salvage what was left of the actual army. They were protecting him from the truth, and protecting their men from his madness. It was a theater of the absurd, played out amidst the very real carnage of the war's largest tank battle. Hoth, in his mind, was conducting a masterful, orderly withdrawal. In reality, his army was in a state of chaotic collapse. His story is a chilling reminder that the first casualty of war is often not the body, but the mind itself. It shows us how a man can be physically present on the battlefield, yet mentally lost in a war that only he can see, fighting an enemy that only he can imagine.